Haiti's electoral court rules there was no massive fraud in the presidential elections. And in sport, Sydney Thunder slumped to their second loss in 3 outings in the Women's Big Bash. I'm Nicole Best, and this is the first Caribbean in 10 for 2017, Tuesday, January 3. I'll be back with the details in just a moment. Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
Welcome to my island. Welcome to my Caribbean island. Welcome to my island.
Maybe in my next life, I'll become a golfer.
Haiti's electoral court has ruled that while there were irregularities in the tabulation of votes cast in the presidential elections last November, those did not affect the overall electoral process. The court had decided on December 20, exactly a month after the elections, that a verification exercise should be carried out. And this came after the parties of 3 candidates challenged the victory of businessman Jovenel Moïse. But the Electoral Court said yesterday that after examining the results of that verification, it did not detect any massive fraud as was alleged, even though there were some irregularities. The Provisional Electoral Council is due to announce the results of the presidential elections later today. In Trinidad and Tobago, the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, the OWTU, is putting state-owned Petrotrin on strike notice for tomorrow. And this after 16 hours of meetings on salary talks last week resulted in a deadlock. The OWTU's President General Ansel Roger has warned motorists that the strike action will affect the availability of fuel at the pumps.
Motoring public shall take precautionary measures and fill up as much as you can. Do as much motoring as you can between now and then, because when that time comes, we cannot guarantee you a reliable supply of fuel.
The union calls a meeting on the eve of the New Year's long weekend to put the nation in gear.
On Wednesday morning, bright and early, we are going to serve official strike notice on the Petroleum Company of Trinidad and Tobago.
Union boss Ansel Roger just exited a 16-hour-long meeting with Petrotrin's management to negotiate wage agreements. But there would be no middle ground as the parties decide on wage increases for two periods, 2011 to 2014 and 2014 to 2017.
What we are facing is 0, 0, 0 for one period and another 0, 0, 0 for another period.
Once the notice is served, strike action takes almost immediate effect and workers begin the 96-hour-long process of halting operations at the plants.
Guyana's President David Granger has implemented a second reshuffling of his near two-year-old administration. He has removed Public Health Minister Dr. George Norton and replaced him with the Minister of Social Protection, Valda Lawrence. The state-owned Guyana Chronicle newspaper reported today that President Granger, who will make the official announcement at a cabinet meeting scheduled for later today, has made Norton the new Minister of Social Cohesion. Amna Ali takes over at the Ministry of Social Protection. Jamaica has recorded 10 murders in just the first 3 days of 2017, and police say they will maintain a presence in certain areas. Head of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporation, that's the Corporate Communications Unit, Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, says the murders were not a result of organized crime. She says the isolated incidents include several shootings, 3 stabbings, and 1 chopping incident.
It's not a situation where it is organized like we were seeing among the criminal network in some of the parishes. So you have an incident where somebody was attacked and chopped and so on. I mean, nobody could prepare for that on the first day of the year. These are persons from the same community in the same space, so there's no coordination. You're not seeing anything jumping out yet. It's very early. At the moment, we're actually analyzing the data from last year, looking at some of the things that we need to focus on. So we will continue with the high level of deployment. We just continue to have our high visibility policing strategy, continue to be in spaces. We would have had a number of persons that were deployed for the festive season. So, of course, some of these persons will have to gradually be redeployed, but it's not going to be a sudden redeployment. So we will.
At least 1,300 people were killed in Jamaica last year. And in his New Year's message, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said that crime was severely affecting the socio-economic development of Jamaica and that a plan to secure the country would be outlined in the coming weeks. Stay with us. Your midday sport is next.
The world has unlimited possibilities now. If you go to the most remote island in the Bahamas, and I see customs and police are here, years ago they would have punished you sometimes, and the stories, I don't know if it's true, that if you offended one of the bosses, they would send you in a far different place in the Bahamas. Well, the world has changed now. When you go to the most remote island in the Bahamas, they got television, a food store, and everything else.
There was little joy for West Indies star Stephanie Taylor or her Sydney Thunder side as they slumped to their second loss in 3 outings in the Women's Big Bash earlier today. Playing at Blacktown International Sports Park, Thunder were restricted to a meager 115 for 8 of their 20 overs, and Brisbane Heat, without Taylor's injured Windies teammate Deandra Dotton, cruised to their target with 7 balls remaining to pull off a comfortable 9-wicket victory. Despite the loss, the reigning champions remained second in the standings on 9 points, just 1 point adrift of leaders and city rivals Sydney Sixers. Heat, meanwhile, moved into 5th spot on 8 points in a tightly bunched top 6 separated by a mere 2 points. Opting to bat first, Thunder struggled from the onset, and only captain Alex Blackwell, with 43 from 49 balls, displayed any real enterprise. Taylor struck 2 fours in 9 before becoming the first wicket to fall in the 3rd over. Blackwell helped put on 32 for the 4th wicket, and Nicola Carey, who made 16 to leave Thunder on 80 for 3 in the 15th over, but 5 wickets tumbled for 31 runs at the end as their challenge fizzled. And in reply, opener Beth Mooney struck an unbeaten 75 from 66 deliveries to energize the Heat's run chase. She put on 63 for the 1st wicket, with Kirby Short 13 and a further 54 in the unbroken 2nd wicket partnership with Jess Johansson, who was 20 not out. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Have yourselves a good afternoon.